Hey, welcome to Trout Camp. I've been camping for the last week or so, and I've been trying out my new Livescope unit by Garmin. And I had some comments on it, and I wanted to do a comparison video between this $4,000 unit and this $400 unit, and telling if the added extra price is really worth it. Now, something to mention is I'm not sponsored by either Vexilar or Garmin. They have no influence over this video, and this is my unbiased opinion on it.
Living on wild and free.
Now, something I think that is important to address right off the bat is my fishing style. I tend to fish remote areas that are uncharted, and that's where the Livescope really comes in handy, is that instead of like using the Vexilar where I have to pop a hole, say every 50, 100 feet, and trying to guess the topography and move in the direction where I think, there might be an incline or whatever, which takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy. I can pop a hole, put the Livescope down in the hole. I can see about 150 feet, all 360 degrees all around, and then I can gauge on where I should pop the next hole, and it allows me to quickly and accurately locate areas that will likely produce fish. And between these two units, it's a huge difference, and that's why I bought it. Now, the other added benefit of the Livescope is when I'm actually fishing and I'm using the downward imaging of the Livescope, I'm able to see further out. So I can potentially see where the fish are coming from. I can see them further out than, say, with the Vexilar, so I can maybe adjust my jigging method. I can reel up, whatever I need to do. I can do that. So it does give me that slight advantage over the Vexilar, but it's not huge. I don't think that the price or the added bulk of the Livescope justifies just fishing in a central location. I don't find that it gives me that much better of an advantage over a unit similar to the Vexilar here. And there's lots of downsides to the Livescope, like the added bulk. It's incredibly big compared to this little compact unit here, and it's much more sensitive. So those two things, like I said, I will typically go into remote areas, so size and bulk, the heaviness of things, the amount of space that it takes up is a huge thing for me. I mean, I had to not only bring out this bulky unit, but I had to bring out a car battery and multiple lithium-ion batteries just to last a week. And to be honest with you, when I was fishing just in one location, I was using the Vexilar most of the time. And the other thing is that the Livescope itself is fairly fragile. I mean, you have the screen right here, just a soft case. It can easily be damaged, especially in a snowmobile. I have to be very careful on how I pack it. I tie it down properly. I don't have any heavy objects that can fly around, say in my cargo here. Those sorts of things, because it'll easily damage that screen. Where this Vexilar, I've had it for almost 10 years and it's starting to show its age. I actually just noticed that there's a rip in the transom cable. And so there's actually bare wire showing on the Vexilar. And somehow, if I just move the Vexilar just right and I position everything just right, it will still work. I mean, that is the durability of this unit. I can throw it in the sleigh. I don't have to worry about it too much. I just tie it down, ready to go, kind of thing. And I love that. I love how portable it is. It's so much more lighter than the Livescope. All those things. It's just far superior for that type of thing, where this thing is a lot more sensitive. It doesn't like to work sometimes. I have to, spend 10 minutes trying to figure out why it won't show the sonar on the screen and da 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 da. It's just kind of finicky and kind of a pain. And so I tend to actually use, when I'm fishing, I'm using the Vexilar mostly. Now it is kind of fun to have the live scope on and see the fish moving around and how they're reacting to the bait and all those things, but it's really just out of my enjoyment. I don't find that it actually enhances my ability to catch fish. So it's just kind of fun to watch, but it's not something that's producing fish on the ice. And so that's really it. I wanted to give my 2 cents on these two units as somebody that's very experienced and unbiased by either one of these companies, that this Vexilar has treated me very, very well. And if you have a similar unit to this, I would say just hold on to it. It's going to be great. It's a great backup unit. If you're fishing charted bodies of water where, you know, the topography maps are good detail, fairly accurate, I would say just hang on to this and don't buy the Livescope. It's really not going to add a huge difference to your ability to catch fish. It's going to give you a minor advantage over a unit just like this, and it's 10 times the price. So I don't think it's really worth it. Now, if you really like the see the fish moving and all that stuff and it's cool and you want to buy it, I totally understand. I totally get it. I just wanted to put this video out here because there's tons and tons of content out there that's pressuring people into buying these more expensive units, and I just don't think it's justified unless you're fishing uncharted bodies of water like me. And that is the video. I really appreciate you watching. As always, keep living high, wild, and free, and I'll catch you next time.